Female school worker, 25, who enthusiastically and excitedly had sex with schoolboys is handed an extraordinarily lenient sentence and is allowed to walk free from court. Okay, this is a report I found recently from the Mail Online Australia, and this is from the 13th of September this year, 10th. Anyway, it's from this month. So the subheadings are: an ex-school staffer has been slapped with an extraordinarily lenient sentence. I'm sure that doesn't surprise any of us. She's a woman. The woman, 25, was convicted after having sex with 5 teenage male students. And Judge Armitage claims text reveals she took part with enthusiasm. You don't say. She's a pervert. She received a 2-year suspended sentence after previously serving 14 months. Sexual assault occurred with students aged between 15 and 17 in 2014 and 2015. Okay, 15 in the United States. That would be statutory rape. Her mother pointed blame at the school during the sentencing hearing. Her mother, what the fuck? Her mother's mentioned in the article, as you'll find out. But what the fuck has her fucking mother got to do with this? So here's the article. A former female staffer at an elite boarding school has been slapped with an extraordinarily lenient suspended sentence after having sex with 5 male students during her tenure. The 25-year-old, who works at the Armadale School in New South Wales Northeast, has already spent 14 and a half months in prison on remand following the offences. But on Monday, District Court's acting judge, Christopher Armitage, gave the woman a 2-year suspended sentence, in addition to being placed on the sex offenders register and a good behaviour bond. Good behaviour bond. Yeah, she sounds like she's behaving very well there. The judge also noted the toxic culture which manifested in the boarding house due to the school's choice to employ the young woman and the later ramifications this had. Really? So it's not all her fault then? Toxic culture, yeah. And I'll leave a link to the article in the comments section and pin it to the top. But just below what I've just said, there's a picture of her drawn by some, I don't know, courts, the kind of people who draw pictures of people in court, because in Australia they aren't allowed to take photographs or anything. The 25-year-old female staff member who had sex with 5 students at boarding school took part with enthusiasm. Okay, so we've done that. And the potential for trouble, precisely the kind that occurred, was, I think, obvious, he said. He sounds like he's almost excusing it. You know, you just, as usual, stand the genders on their head, and would you come up, would a judge dare speak like that and come to a conclusion like this? The judge also acknowledged that although the penalty may seem like an extraordinary concession, yes, the victim still had the court's extreme sympathy. Doesn't sound like it. You have received an extraordinarily lenient sentence for what you did, he told the woman. Yeah, because she's a fucking woman. The questioning of appropriate employment followed the defendant's mother's comments earlier in the day. What the fuck has she got to do with this? When she pointed blame at the elite school, yeah, not her bitch, slutty paedophile daughter, claiming it has not taken correct responsibility. The responsibility is on your bitch daughter, you fucking pig. You paedophile fucking apologizer. My family's deepest and greatest regret is the trust we placed, get this, in the Armadale school where she was employed, the mother said at the sentence hearing. She's blaming the school, like her daughter has no responsibility. So a paedophile daughter and an excuse for a mother. The woman pleaded guilty to 6 counts of sexual intercourse with a person under her care and 3 counts of aggravated sexual intercourse in April. The incidents occurred with students aged between 15 and 17. Okay, 17's legal, 15 no chance. Her mother told the court she had made some appalling errors of judgment, but is an outstanding person. Yes, she's outstanding in that she had sex with underage pupils. She's a paedophile. Judge Armitage asked the mother why a fine person would commit such a crime. 'Cause she's a paedophile, Judge Armitage. She responded, It is in my opinion, no, my daughter, that the school has not taken correct responsibility. Can you believe that shit? Yeah, I suppose you can, because it's so commonplace these days. Her daughter had experienced significant emotional trauma in her life, including her close friend committing suicide. Oh, Didham's den. The woman had undergone counselling when she was younger, as she was emotionally unstable at 15 and put on a substantial amount of weight to about 125 kilograms. She put on weight. Oh, good God. She struggled with relationships with the opposite sex. Doesn't sound like. Sounds like to me she just fucked them. She would tend to be drawn to people who would manipulate her, her mother said. What is her fucking mother doing in the court? Manipulate her. Oh, now she's the victim. It's always the same story. Last week, the former staff member told the court she was treated like dirt and claimed the boys threatened to report her if she didn't continue to have sex with them. So she's the victim. Bullshit. At the time, I was going along with what I thought was going to keep them happy, she said before the judge on Friday. Bullshit. You're a pervert. She also alleged one of the teenagers raped her on 2 separate occasions. Of course he did. You didn't rape them. You didn't abuse them. They raped you. You're the victim. You're a female. The woman said, she's unnamed, she was remorseful for her actions and the situation, which got out of hand, was not dealt with correctly. Why would she be remorseful if she'd been raped? Fucking lying bitch. The court heard that thousands of text messages were exchanged between the students and some were read out. Anyway, to finish off, the judge said that the woman who was suffering psychological distress in prison, as inmates referred to her as a kiddie fiddler. Yeah, that's because that's what she is. And in sentencing, the magistrate acknowledged the woman's sanction came with additional conditions, including the continuation of psychological treatment. The suppression order on the identity of the staff member remained. Yeah, right. Have you ever heard that being applied to a male pervert? Oh, I can't remember whether I said that I'd stick the thing in the article in the comments section, pin it to the top, but just a few of the comments that are down below from this article. When are we going to see equality in our courtrooms? A man in the same situation would have been sentenced to years of imprisonment. Justice is supposed to be blind to gender, and that's got a massive amount of 265 thumbs up, 28 down. Walks free for sleeping with 5 students. A man would be behind bars for decades. That's another. And if it was a male, where are the feminists now complaining about equal rights? Hypocrisy. And another final one, equality only when it suits. And all of those comments have got far more thumbs up, or arrows up in the case of the Mail Online, than arrows down. So it's just more of the same. It's female perverts being able to get away with molesting boys, just having their way, turning themselves into victims and accusing their victims of victimizing them. It's sickening. Absolutely sick. Thank you.